Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I've posted any videos on here. We're obviously very active still on our Wanderlust channel, but I just haven't had a chance to sit down and chat with you. I have got a couple of videos ready to go that we haven't taken time to edit yet, including that wonderful new podcast that I'm going to be doing called The Code Switch. If you want to know more about that, do check out the kind of pilot episode video that's out on this channel right now. Before you go anywhere, please hit subscribe and like this video, and I'm going to tell you about something amazing and exclusive that's happening in Singapore in the next couple of weeks that you can be involved in, that you can check out, and it is wonderful. Earlier this year I was introduced to a charity called Care for Children, and it really caught my attention. Firstly, because as a teacher and as a parent, caring for children is probably something that is in the forefront of my mind, something that really touches my heart. But secondly, because there was a huge vision around this charity, and a very successful vision in the last 20 or so years. This charity was founded in 1998, and an amazing man called Robert Glover and his family of 6 children, his own 6 children, moved from the UK over to Shanghai in China to start working with orphans in China. Now, orphans in China, I didn't realise, but was a really big deal. And there's a lot of orphans there, actually about 1 million to date. And what Robert and his family did is they began working with the local governments to be able to place children into families. So children out of orphanages into families. There's a lot of complexities around it, and I'm going to give you a very basic rundown of how the charity works. First of all, they use the buildings that were orphanages, and they make sure that they use them really well for training purposes, for activities for kids. The people who worked in the orphanages get training in being social workers, in being carers, and they are still employed but being used in a very different way to be able to help support. These children from these orphanages end up going out and being fostered, not adopted but fostered by many different families. The difference between adoption and fostering, in my mind growing up with it, was that adoption was a permanent thing, fostering was not a permanent thing, but here in this situation it's absolutely beautiful. Adoption places the onus on the family, whereas fostering still keeps the responsibility with the government, and the government therefore makes sure that each family has got the right support, the right training. They're making sure that the standards are still high, and making sure that these children are being placed into families. Now, this incredible story over 20 years from when the charity was founded in 1998 has just continued and gone through, and actually now what has happened in China is that it is one of, as far as I know, the only charities ever to accomplish everything that they wanted to do. They have managed to exit the China country, having left it in exactly the way that they envisaged. 1 million children. Now just begin to think about that. Here in Singapore, there are 5.5 million people. That's like nearly 20% of our nation as orphans, placed into homes with families. Many of these children would have disabilities, some significant, and the families are being trained and well looked after to be able to care for and love these children and place them in families. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, Robert Glover himself and some others from the charity are going to be right here in Singapore on the 9th of September and the 11th of September, where they're also going to be screening a movie which has been narrated by Bear Grylls, yes, the Survivor guy, Bear Grylls, and I watched this movie. It's amazing. You guys need to bring some tissues along. It is a bit of a tearjerker, and just to be able to see what has happened and the story of care for children over the last 20 or so years has been spectacular. This charity is now moving into places like Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, in this area, and I'm really honoured to be able to share with you their work and what they're doing. They're also looking around the world. I understand that their vision has changed from 1 million children and families, tick, done, to all orphans in families. And I really believe, I honestly believe that Robert Glover and his charity will be able to do that. But I'd love for you to be able to get involved as well. go along to one of these nights to be able to meet Robert on the 9th, on the 11th, checking out either of those nights, seeing the movie and seeing what the amazing work that they do. You know, these things take money, they take effort, they just take support, they take people talking about it. And I honestly believe that if you go along to one of these nights, you will not regret it one bit. Hopefully I'll see you at the 11th as well. I'll be there. But for now, go search. I've got the website down below. I've got some links there. Please go check it out. See if there's anything you can do. If not, talk about it. This charity are absolutely amazing. It blows my mind. 1 million children, 1 million children in families. I love it. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon.